Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Bella. I am a seamstress, an interior design enthusiast, and just generally love all things DIY. So if that sounds like your kind of content, then you can subscribe down below and you can always know when I upload a video. I'm currently sitting on my floor in front of the only slightly reasonable looking wall in my bedroom right now because I'm currently redesigning my space. And so this is a sneak peek of the vibe that we're going for. This is my color sample on the wall, painted very poorly. I'm gonna go over this again. If you see these lines, don't worry, they're not staying. But this is currently what the rest of my bedroom looks like. So I thought today I would show you some of the accent pieces that I've been picking up for this whole room design and some of the furniture DIYs that I have planned to make me feel a little bit better about the current chaos that we're in. So the first things that I want to show you are all from Value Village. I don't know what was up with Value Village the other day. I wasn't even really planning on getting anything, but I went in and within like 20 minutes I had a cart full of just like beautiful things. So I'm going to show you those. Aside from one item, these will all be going in the room design. The first thing that I put in my cart is maybe my favorite out of all of these, but it's hard to tell. And it is this giant onyx horse bookend. I love onyx to the point where I need to stop myself from buying it every time I see it in the thrift store, because I do understand that I eventually could be on a very slippery slope of collecting onyx, and I could easily live with almost everything in my house being onyx. But I don't want to let myself get to that point, obviously, so I very strategically decided that yes, this was the onyx statement that I was looking for. This was $10, which I think was a pretty good deal, especially because thrift store prices are getting so high. So I'm really glad I found this. It also has a really nice green velvet bottom, which I love. I don't know why I love that. You can't see it, but it's just like, for some reason, makes it even better that that's there. It's kind of like drawer liners. Like when you wallpaper the bottom of a drawer and then you're just gonna stuff it full of things anyways and never see the drawer liner unless the drawer is empty. But like, it just feels better knowing that it's lined with something cute. That's how I feel about this. It just makes me like it a little bit more. But yes, this is super heavy. I haven't really decided if I'm actually gonna use this as a bookend. Potentially. I don't have that many flat surfaces in my bedroom because I'm a pretty messy person. So my hack for myself is that I've been trying to minimize the amount of flat spaces in my room so that I don't have like dropping zones. So I'm not exactly sure where this is gonna go yet, but it will be making an appearance because I really, really love it. Next, I picked up this beautiful vase. I really like the size. It's not really too big, but the top of it is still quite wide, so you can do quite a lot with it. For anyone who doesn't know, I don't know why anyone would know, I don't know if I've said this anywhere, but my family owns a floral business. So I kind of have this thing about vases, specifically clear vases, because we have them everywhere in our shop. And so whenever I'm out and I see a clear vase that I love, I'm like, yeah, okay, but it's just a clear vase. Am I really gonna use that? Consequently, when I go to make floral arrangements for myself, if I want a clear vase, I have to get something from work, which is then kind of annoying because then it's sitting in your house and then it's reminding you of work. So consequently, my mom doesn't really have any clear vases either, just like me, because anytime we see a vase that isn't clear, it's not something that we would design with. So we're like, oh, perfect, I'll get that for home, not for work. And then I feel like anytime we do have clear vases in the house, they just end up getting like siphoned into the shop anyways. So then they just don't last. So, long-winded way to say that I have come to the conclusion that I need to just start buying my own clear vases and build up a little collection. So this was the start of that. I wish I knew more about glass, because when there's a seam, that means it's not hand blown, right? That seems right. This looks like it's hand blown though. Like it has that effect. I don't know if anybody knows anything about glass blowing. Please tell me what this effect is. It's almost like a hammered effect, but obviously that's not actually what it is. Anyways, not much more to say about this, but I love it. I think that it would also maybe make a really nice candle holder. So I think it can maybe do kind of double duty, but I want this to be sort of like my staple vase that I can just keep swapping out new flowers in every week. Because the other thing about clear vases is that you can always see when the water needs to be changed or when you need to like refresh the arrangement. So I really love that, because for me, I'm like, ignorance is bliss. If I can't see the water, then I don't know how skanky it is. So then I'm just not going to change it. But that's not right. So again, I'm trying to like hack my brain and think if I can see that it's messy looking, maybe I'll be more inclined to change it. I don't know. We'll see if it works. This was like $5 also, so love that. The next thing I got was another one that as soon as I saw it immediately went into my cart, and like I didn't question it whatsoever. And it is this little canister. Oh God, I need to wash that. That smells like smoke that's been sitting there for like 50 years, which it probably is. This is just, I don't know, what is this material called? I feel like I know what this is called, but I can't remember. Oh God, I have to stop opening it. It actually smells so bad. I need to like thoroughly soak that. That's disgusting. Anyways, it's just like a little canister. I think I'm gonna put this on my bedside table just to put, okay, I actually have to set that down because it smells disgusting. Whoa. Just to set like little extra bedside table things in. I don't know, like hand lotion, lip balm, headphones, whatever random crap accumulates on my bedside table. I think I'll put in that. I will only be using this if I can get the smell out of it, which is very disappointing because sometimes when I buy something, it doesn't really matter how gorgeous it looks. If it has a weird smell to it, even if I can get the smell out, it still kind of reminds me of something that is stinky, you know? But it was like $4, so obviously not a big loss, but just sad. Because I also absolutely love that orange color. I think in almost any space I have, I really love to have at least one accent that's orange, which is kind of odd because I used to hate orange. But you know that like very like true like Hermes orange. I just love that. That's sad. If that doesn't work out, then I'll need to find another pop of orange. Okay, next is a set of glasses. And these are so cute. These are oval shaped cocktail glasses, and they're oval on the bottom. The oval on the top goes this way, and then the oval on the bottom goes this way, which I think is really fun. So I got a set of 4 of them. I have one set that has a gold rim and then one set that has a silver rim, which I think is kind of fun because I really do like mixing silver and gold. I don't think that you have to just choose one. So I already loved these. I thought they were so cute. They'd be amazing cocktail glasses. Also, this pattern on the glass would throw really beautiful light if you put tea lights in these. And then I looked down and realized that they're from Barney's, which I just thought, I don't know, made it even better. I don't even have any sort of like connection to Barney's whatsoever, but it's probably just one of those places that I've like romanticized since I was a child. So then as soon as I saw that, I had to get these. Yeah, I don't know. I just think they're really cool. I just love that they're oval shaped. Something so simple, but it just makes the whole set. So these came in 2 sets of 2 and each set was $3. So I got 4 for $6. I feel like they'd be very pretty as like cocktail glasses to bring out during the holiday season. I think they're just like quite Christmassy or wintry and cozy, but like still a little elevated and fancy. So I absolutely love them. So moving on to furniture, basically any furniture pieces that I've wanted to replace in my bedroom, I've replaced them all with marketplace finds, which I just love Facebook Marketplace. I feel so much better about giving money to a person for their item as opposed to a thrift store. Like, I love thrift stores, but I don't know, it feels nicer just giving it to like an individual. It feels more like cozy or something. unless the person is like kind of creepy or something. Do you ever find something on Marketplace and you absolutely fall in love with it and you need it, and then you make the mistake of clicking on the person's profile and it's like some creepy old man who posts like creepy old man stuff, and then I just like don't really want to go pick it up at their house by myself because you just get like a funky vibe from them, and then you miss out on this wonderful thing, or you decide like, if I got this, I wouldn't be able to stop thinking about that one creepy like misogynist or sexual post they had, because that happens all too often on Facebook. And why do these men have such great antiques? I don't know. Anyway, so I always try against my better judgment to investigate the profile, because like, not that it's really relevant, but like I kind of want to know that my stuff came from like a nice wholesome home, you know? So the very first piece that I purchased on Marketplace for this space was this beautiful stool. This was $20. The prices that I paid for these things are maybe a little bit higher than I would pay in a thrift store. That is something to keep in mind. I think usually Marketplace prices are a little bit higher than thrift store, but I don't mind it so much because it's just going to an individual. Like, I can justify spending a little bit more when I'm actually paying a person for their belongings, as opposed to like Value Village. I probably wouldn't have spent this much on these things. So my DIY plans for this stool. I am oscillating between spraying it all black. I don't know how I can do this, but maybe if I can add just the tiniest bit of texture to sort of mimic like wrought iron. And then my other thought is, do I want to make it more like antique-y and patinaed looking? So do more of like a black brown sort of mix. I did see, I think it was a Rust-Oleum spray paint, and the color I know was called Rustic Mist. That finish is just very much like antique metal. Like, again, just that like black brown sort of feel. That's my other option. I do have a few other black pieces of furniture in the room, so I don't want everything to be black, so I'm kind of trying to pick and choose. I'm also going to recover the cushion. Again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't really have a clear direction for this stool because I feel like it's just kind of an accessory. It's not so much like a commanding piece of furniture, so I might do that last once I see a few more big pieces come together. The next piece of furniture that I purchased is my bedside table. This is the V4. It's very boring, just kind of blah early 2000s furniture. What I really loved about it is how linear it is. I previously had like a French provincial style bedside table, and then I switched to a circular, actually it's oval, and it has, oh god, I don't know how to describe it. Basically, I've just had two sort of like ornate, kind of more romantic looking side tables. A lot of the elements that I'm replacing in this room, I want them to kind of come against the more like romantic, feminine, for lack of a better word, feel that I have in my space, because I do gravitate towards things that are a little bit more ornate and romantic, but at this point I feel like my space is just lacking in that contrast. It just feels a little one note, and I think that's because I have dove very far into this like traditional princessy romantic sort of look, which again I love, but I'm just getting a little bored with it. So bring in more straight lines, things that are a little bit more linear, and that's why I really loved this table, because it had really, really nice clean straight lines, and it was very simple and not a whole lot of distinct character going on, which is kind of what I wanted. So my plan for this DIY is to paint this all very dark, maybe black, and then I'm gonna fill the two holes that the hardware is sitting in, and then just drill a single hole in the middle so I can just have one knob on each drawer, because I don't really love bar drawer pulls. I don't know why, I just like a single feature better. So undecided on the hardware so far. Again, I kind of want to see a few more design elements come together and then I'll make a decision on that, but I'm thinking something that's just pretty simple and not too modern, but not too traditional. So somewhere in the middle of that, I don't know. The next piece and the final piece that I have purchased for my room, it is this console table that has this beautiful cane bottom and then a glass top. The whole thing has been painted this like creamy gray color. And as soon as I saw this, I saw the cane and just immediately had to have it. It was $35, I think, 30 or 35. And weird plus to this one, it smells really good. Like the lady's house that I got it from smelled amazing, and so this table smells like her house, and it's like the opposite of that orange canister. It is just like smells so good, which makes me like it more. I'm such a smell person that these things are actually important. So my plan for this is to paint it black because I think that will make it just look a little bit more, not modern, but just like timeless, I think. And then I want to bring out that original kind of like blonde color of the cane that's covered up by the paint. And so I've been looking into using paint stripper to strip it back down to the original cane. But from what I've been reading, it's pretty time consuming and tedious, and the cane is quite delicate. So I do run the risk of damaging it. So I think what I might try to do is just paint something very close to the cane color that I'm looking for, because that bottom shelf is probably going to have things on it anyways, so it's not going to show that much. I don't think you'll really be able to tell that it's painted. So that is my plan, and I'm very excited. So that is everything that I've been acquiring lately for my space. I am obsessed with all of these things. I'm very gutted about the smell of our orange canister. Very gutted. So I think once I finish this video, I'm gonna go wash that and see if I can start getting the smell out of it, because ew. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like down below and subscribe if you want to see more content like this from me. And of course, I will be filming the whole process of DIYing this furniture and just generally redoing my space in here. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you back here next time.